guys, and welcome to a special Grand Prix edition of Montreal Urban, where the city never stops and the news is hot. I'm your VJ Marie-Eve Gagne, and on today's show, we're going to give you everything you need to know to make the most of your F1 experience. Plus, we'll take a look back and see how this small race in the middle of a field became a big festival experience. Plus, lots more coming up, so stay tuned.
What's up? This is a man child from the Butter Babies crew, originally beaming at you here, just enjoying myself, chilling out here with MontrealUrban.net, doing my thing. What you want?
Well, the Grand Prix is back in Montreal, and to celebrate its return, the parties are bigger and better than ever. Crescent Street and St. Laurent Boulevard will be shut down and packed with F1 race cars, activities, and the outdoor stages for the big concerts. This year we've got Bedouin Soundclash, Faber Drive, and Karl Wolf coming to perform for you guys. So we've got a good mix of reggae, hip-hop, and rock. But those parties don't just stop there. It seems every club in Montreal is holding their own F1 parties. But I think the hottest club this weekend is going to be Entourage, located right on Crescent. They're the first to start things off with their F1 kickoff party tonight. Plus, on Friday, they have their Fuel event with lots of F1 giveaways and an open bar for all the ladies. And then on Saturday, they have their big F1 VIP party where you get to party with all the Budweiser 4 girls. But I'm sure this place is going to be packed, so make sure you get on the guest list or make reservations soon, so go to clubentourage.ca. But the most prestigious event is going to be the Fashion Film F1 party. It's hosted by Epoch's Tanya Kim, plus Sam Roberts' band is going to be there to perform live, and it's also expected that some F1 superstars are going to make an appearance. But this is a ticket event, so go to fashionfilmf1.com for more information. Plus, Joe Sayward, F1 author, writer, and expert, will be coming to town. He's going to be giving you all the inside information on the Grand Prix at the Pub St. Paul in Old Montreal. This is a great opportunity to network with other F1 fans and share your stories. Now, tickets are $60, but this includes a buffet dinner, live music, and answers to all your questions. So go to marienvel.com/Montreal for more information. And of course, there's the main event. Friday is the practice sessions, Saturday is the qualifying race, and Sunday is the big final race. Now we've got two newcomers to the race. We've got Bruno Senna and Nico Hülkenberg. They'll be making their Grand Prix debut. Plus, Michael Schumacher is coming out of retirement. Now tickets are still available, and you can go to circuitgillesvilleneuve.ca to get yours. But the Grand Prix is not the only sporting event going on this weekend. The FIFA World Cup is taking place tomorrow and going on until July 11th in South Africa. Now, even though there's no Canadian team involved, Montrealers have always seemed very passionate about this tournament and will most likely watch at least some of the games. Now, the best places to watch the FIFA World Cup is at the Champs Sports Bar in St. Laurent or at Café Olympico on Saint-Viator. But the hardcore soccer fans are going to be watching from home in 3D. This year, ESPN created a special 3D channel just for the event. And select IMAX theaters will also be broadcasting the game live in 3D. So check that out. It's a really great new experience to watch the FIFA World Cup. Now, on a sadder note, 4 compassion centers were raided by Montreal police last week. These centers provide medicinal cannabis. 35 people were arrested and charged with drug trafficking and conspiracy. Now, this is kind of a gray area. They're not illegal and they're not legal. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this story. Is this helpful or harmful for the community? Send us your comments at comments@montrealurban.net. The Grand Prix has been part of Quebecois culture for 4 decades now, but Montreal wasn't always its home and it wasn't nearly as big. Let's take a look back now and see how this small race became one of the biggest sporting event traditions in North America.
It all started in Mospar Park in Bowmanville, Ontario in 1967. It was a dark, wet day and the rain created difficult driving conditions. But despite the weather, 58,000 spectators cheered their favorite drivers on and watched the cars zooming by. But looking back, this race actually looks quite scary. Safety standards were not like they are today. In the 60s and 70s, race cars and their team members were all housed under a tent in the infield. Spectators were also allowed to stand pretty much anywhere around the track. and Mosspar was one of the most challenging tracks in the world, and often resulted in cars spinning off the track or crashing into walls. In the 70s, the Grand Prix alternated between the Mosspar track and the Mont-Tremblant track in Saint-Jovite. But in 1978, Mosspar was becoming a little too dangerous for the drivers. The track was not keeping up with European safety standards. So the race was moved to Ile Notre-Dame, the same site where Expo 67 was held. It was also the first track to be located so close to a city. Most of the other tracks are isolated in the countryside in small towns. This meant that the Montreal Grand Prix had the best festivals surrounding the race and turned the event into one big party. Most drivers feel Montreal is the best place to race because people really get into it and have fun with it. And safety conditions have gotten so strict that this year, drivers are no longer allowed to refuel at pit stops. Today, the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal is the most important auto race in North America.
On the next MVP show, a lot of people been wondering is where you been, man? Where you been?
We've been busy in the lab trying to figure out a way to fuse something fresh and something new while still respecting, always the elements of hip-hop.
Blessing quite saying stop by to talk guru.
Even have the nerve to say something so disrespectful as, come on, dog, like that's a legend, that's an OG in the game.
And how gully they really keep
I had to
it.
get my first set of turntables from maybe 5 years in. Went to this one club and it's what happened. Sold turntables.
It's a Platinumberg invasion coming up on the next MVP show.
Alright guys, that's our show. I hope we got you all revved up for the Grand Prix this weekend. Taking us out today is our clip of the week. Les Trois Accords and RDS teamed up to make this amazing music video. It's hilarious. Check it out. And while you're having fun at the Grand Prix this weekend, tweet us your comments and send us your Grand Prix pictures. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. I'm your VJ Marie-Eve Gagne, and I'll see you next time on Montreal Urban.
Tu appuies à fond sur le champignon, tu accélères et tu traverses le plateau, première position, vite comme l'éclair, que dis-je, vite comme du feu, derrière tes adversaires te trouvent bien plus que mieux, toi tu sais quoi faire, tu roules sur tes pneus, les bras dans les airs, c'est ton métier. Grand champion, grand champion, grand champion, grand champion international de course. Là, ça s'est bousculé à l'arrière. Grand champion, grand champion, grand champion, grand champion international de course.
Cette année, tout change en F1 et ça débute le 14 mars à RDS.